Hi, I'm Julian Cuevas, Director of Policy and Governmental Affairs for the Inland Empire Community Foundation. I oversee our efforts to engage in state and local policy work, bringing people together to advocate for new resources and more systemic change for the region. Much of our work involves collaboration with community organizations. We listen to understand their needs, then help elevate their voices, bridge institutional relationships, and cultivate partnerships with elected leaders on 5 areas of policy work as defined by our pillars. They are education equity, inclusive economic development, housing, health, climate, and the environment. IECF serves a rapidly growing region of more than 4.5 million residents. That number is projected to grow to 7 million by 2050. With tremendous cultural and racial diversity. The foundation is deeply committed to investing in solutions for historic inequities that without intervention will continue to be dramatically underfunded by public and private investment. The Office of Policy and Engagement seeks to grow resources and influence change to address the many challenges that are unique to our diverse region. As I mentioned, there are 5 pillars. And let me briefly give an overview of each of the priorities. First is education equity. From cradle to career, we aim to ensure that our children start off on the right foot and achieve equitable outcomes. Among many approaches, that means closing equity gaps, increasing higher ed degrees, and increasing equitable access to career technical education. In inclusive economic development, roughly 1/3 of the IE's population lives in poverty. As the region grows, we must build an economy that is inclusive and sustainable for all. We advocate for increased investments to shore up on infrastructure, job growth, and resources for community-based organizations involved in workforce development. In housing, even as the Inland Empire enjoys a reputation for affordable living, we see that the region is second only to Los Angeles in the percentage of housing-burdened residents who spend 30 to 50% of their income on shelter. We seek to support and invest in strategies that will increase affordable housing for everyone, including those experiencing homelessness. In health, we aspire to address multiple forms of healthcare accessibility as a central component to a flourishing community. This includes growing and diversifying the healthcare workforce, expanding impact and reach of providers, enriching mental health resources, and reducing infant and maternal mortality, especially for Black and brown mothers and babies. And for climate and the environment, with multiple factors threatening the health of our ecosystems and natural resources, the IE needs to invest in and prepare for a climate-impacted and carbon-neutral future now. We will support and advocate for climate and disaster resilience solutions for the region. So there you have a high-level overview of our 5 policy priority areas. For greater detail, I encourage you to download a copy of our policy agenda, which is housed on our website. Each year we host our Policy and Engagement Forum. This is an exciting opportunity to gather in person with local, state, and federal leaders, innovators, and groundbreakers around our 5 policy priority areas. I would be happy to meet with each one of you one-on-one to talk about our policy work and hear your suggestions for increasing connections and maximizing our efforts.